Shalom. Call halal Yahweh Bashimi Havashaba Hashima Kakadash. Shalom and salutations back with the World War III Daily Update. Shalom and salutations to you as well. Today is War and Rumors of War Tuesday, which we omitted last week. So here we're back. And what we do on War and Rumors of War Tuesday is we go to Matthew 24:6 and we read it in the KJV, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. That famous line from Matthew. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. Then what we do is we go into these different versions and we notice the subtle differences in what they say. NIV says you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. We know that. NLT says you will hear of wars and threats. Threats of war. Okay. We move down and we got reports. So we got rumors, threats, reports, and news of battles far away. Okay. You are going to hear the noise of battles close. That's wars. And the news of battles far away. That's rumors. Right? Could be true, could be a false, could be a propaganda. Right? Reports, threats, reports, and rumors. Okay, so let's take a look. Ukrainian army on the verge of, this is huge, coming from the voice of reason, this guy, who's very matter of fact about what he said, although he's a bit racist and it comes out and you see, but still, nonetheless, is good information. I ain't mad at a racist. Keep it real. Anyway, Military and Foreign Affairs Network, 29 minutes ago. Let's see. Let's hear his report, his news. Take it away, voice.
Good day, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Military and Foreign Affairs Network. I am your host, the voice of reason. Today, we are continuing our ongoing coverage of the war between the Russian Federation and Ukraine. So as I peruse the headlines around the world, it appears that we are one step closer to a third world war. Article now I'll read to you. NATO will not be sending troops to Ukraine despite some European countries considering such actions, Stoltenberg said. NATO allies are providing unprecedented support to Ukraine, Stoltenberg said. We have done that since 2014 and stepped up after the full-scale invasion, but there are no plans for NATO combat troops on the ground in Ukraine. But wait, there's more. Several NATO and EU member states are considering the possibility of deploying their troops to Ukraine as part of a bilateral agreement, said Slovak Prime Minister Robert Fico. French President Macron has not ruled out the possibility of sending troops to Ukraine. So look, if the French would like to go fight the Russians, then by all means, let the French go fight the Russians. Let them go do it.
That's a threat.
Have at it, France.
Threats.
You can conscript all the illegal Muslims that have saturated your nation state.
That's a rumor.
You may be able to liberate Paris in the south of France by sending some of those Muslims to fight in Ukraine.
There's a little racism there. It's tempered with racism.
But that's not going to happen. The Muslims will be at home taking care of the average French conscripts, children, and wives.
Wow.
Absolutely.
Fucking devil.
So,
See how
Never
the devil-
venture outdoors.
Yeah, see, I'm on point. Fucking devil is the devil. Anyway, take it away, devil.
so yes, is it possible that we are now seeing the ramifications of the collapse of the Ukrainian military?
That's huge.
Is this why we are now seeing the narrative change to the possibility that certain EU nation states, not NATO,
NATO
other EU nation
is
states,
coming in.
will be deploying forces to assist the Ukrainians? Yeah, I think so. I think we are seeing the result of the Russian strategy.
So what he's not saying is this. The war is growing. They're going to throw more troops from these different countries. What does that mean? That means this ain't going nowhere. It's not over because Russia won. No. They're going to escalate. All right. So.
Russian strategy is right now designed to essentially kill the Ukrainian military, to bleed it dry, and then at a certain point, the Russians believe, as do European Western powers believe, that eventually we will see a collapse, a general collapse of the Ukrainian armed forces, resulting in a very rapid Russian advance. Now, we're already seeing that take place within the vicinity of Avdiivka. We are continuing to see this Russian steamroller move in a westerly direction in the area near Avdiivka. And just a real quick update just to see what has happened, just how quickly now this is collapsing for the Ukrainian military. And this is just a few days, going back to the 20th. Fast forwarding it now, 22nd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. And keep in mind, this is a Ukrainian supported mapping service. This mapping service tends to be much more
Inclined
a
towards
proponent of the
Ukraine.
Ukrainians retaining territory.
So is that propaganda? Is that rumor? Is that innuendo? Is that a threat?
But I still use it. It's a fairly effective map, and eventually it updates, maybe not as rapidly as some other maps. But I would not want to be accused of using a pro-Russian mapping service. But that's where it sits right now. Now, there is additional talk and additional discussion about what is going to happen
Rumors.
in spring, summer, late summer. There is continued talk that the Russians are preparing for large-scale offensive operations, even larger in scope than what we're seeing right now in and around Avdiivka.
Threats.
So the thought is that May, June, July, we could see a very large Russian offensive operation directed at varying points along the front line, to include Zaporizhia, Orikhiv, Volhodar. Obviously, the frontal operations will continue running from the Donetsk region and Avdiivka all the way to the north towards Kramatorsk and Sloviansk, and then finally an offensive operation near Kupiansk as well.
Rumors. Okay. Just rumors. How about this? How about Russia to bomb. Can't type that. Nuclear power plant. This is a rumor, okay, and it's coming from both sides. Russia is saying Ukraine is going to bomb the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant and then blame it on us. And Ukraine is saying Russia's going to bomb the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant and irradiate all of us. You see how crazy this is? Let's see. 7 days ago, alarming new warnings about Russian-held Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. Huh? A year ago, Russia attacks nuclear power plant. Rumor? Threat? 7 months. Russia planted explosives on the nuclear power plant in Zaporizhia. You see what the... Okay, let's see. Scientists raise concerns over Europe's largest nuclear power plant amid war in Ukraine. Huh? The IAEA, the EIO, right? This shit, they've been saying this. Okay? Been saying it. Stop shooting inside, a year ago, inside nuclear power plant when Russians attacked. Is that rumor? Is that news? Is that a report? Anyway. Oh, propaganda. What are we gonna end it on? Shall a rumor come? Shall come a rumor. Come on, internet. Shall come a rumors. Look at all these rumors. Oh, shall a rumor come? See if I can find it nonetheless. It's Jeremiah, right? 51. Jeremiah 51:46. Lest your heart faint and ye fear for the rumor that shall be heard in the land. Oh, they're going to bomb the Zaporizhia last year. A rumor shall both come 1 year, and after that, in another year, shall a rumor come, and violence in the land, ruler against ruler. What? Let's read that right here. But do not panic. Don't be afraid when you hear the Zaporizhia nuclear power plant. For rumors will keep coming year by year. Violence will erupt in the land as leaders fight against each other. Huh? 7 days ago, alarming new warnings about Russian-held Zaporizhia nuclear power. Well, somebody's going to bomb it. 1 year. A rumor shall come 1 year. Russia attacks nuclear power plant. Would be. Is that a rumor? Is that propaganda? Anyway, we'll end it right there. So, you got to remain abreast on, you got to be able to see through the dumb shit. All right. So with that, we hope that the elect will edify you brothers and few sisters. With that, we're going to say shalom.